apparently people were calling CPS at Wendy Ortiz or on Wendy Ortiz. I don't know if this is true. Alma Rose actually posted a video. CPS shows up at Wendy Ortiz house. No way.
CPS went to Wendy's house. She was visited by CPS because people on social media were calling CPS on Wendy. Yeah, Wendy, the woman, the young woman that takes care of her child. Wendy, the one that is very close with her baby daddy. They're raising the child together. Plus, Wendy has family. Like, her family helps her take care of her daughter.
Bro, why would y'all do this? First of all, obviously you're wasting resources, but like, bro, like Wendy, when has Wendy showed y'all that she's a bad mom, dude? Just because y'all don't like her and just because she might have, I don't know, she might have clip farmed you. Like, bro, stop and think about when people clip farm, bro. I don't watch Wendy like that, but I already know she was clip farming, bro. That's why, listen, that's why sometimes Wendy gotta be careful, dude. Especially with this whole parenting situation, because people take shit serious and then they be calling CPS. Example here.
And people called CPS on her, and CPS had to show up. She said that she got home one day and there was a note at the door that CPS was there or had been there, and for her to call them, and she thought it was probably a joke. But no, it was actually, she called the number and they told her, yes, somebody, they were getting calls that her child was neglected or her child was abused, and they had to stop by, check the house out like they usually do. But they also had to check little Valentina's body to see if there was any bruising or anything. And of course, nothing was there. It was completely unfounded. They didn't find anything at all. And Wendy's so cute though, because yeah, she was annoyed and I'm sure she was mad. But she also goes on to say that since CPS didn't find anything, they weren't going to return to the home. And that does make her a little bit more worried with the way CPS does things. Like, she thinks maybe they should have, they have to visit the home more than once to make sure that the kids are safe. So that's typical Wendy, worrying about other people too. But I'm super annoyed. Like, talk about wasting resources. Valentina is well taken care of and she's actually spoiled, which is a good thing. Like, she is a very well-loved child. But what do you guys think? Are you guys insanely mad like I am that people from social media called CPS on Wendy? Let me know what you think in the comments.
Yeah, bro, people are so crazy for calling CPS. Wait, what did I miss? Why was CPS called? Danny Moon, you missed this video, I guess. But yeah, I don't know why CPS was called, honestly. They were just calling to call. There was no real issue going on at the home. But actually, let me see what Wendy said. Wendy CPS. Because that, dude, that is motherfucking crazy. All right, let's see her story time.
So they called CPS on me, and I remember there was like a little note on my door. It was like, CPS came to visit you. Please contact this number. And I was like, it's like a troll. Like, there's no way it's actually CPS. So then I just called the number, and then they answered, and they were like, oh, hey, like, it's CPS. We might take you with your kid. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we just need to stop by, blah, 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 blah. So then they came. Oh, we got multiple calls that your child was neglected. Something along those lines. And we're like, oh yeah, it's probably like the internet, because I do the internet and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, so we're just gonna check everything. We're gonna check her body for bruises. We're gonna check the house for whatever. And after that, we're not gonna come because you passed the check. You passed the CPS test. So they just went one time. They went to my house. They checked everything. And they're never going to go back because it's the internet. But I feel like that's kind of like, I feel like that's not good. So they called CPS.
Yeah, that obviously that's not good, bro. As a parent, I'd be so pissed. And I'd be pissed at the people that called and at CPS. I'd be so pissed, dude. Just because I'd be pissed at CPS just because, like, bro, there's more, I don't know. In other cases, they're not so quick with it. I guess it depends state, like what state you're in. But I'd be like, bro, y'all really coming for this? But yeah, they like, y'all gotta be faster in other cases. But anyways, let me see if there's a longer.
But yeah, I got CPS.
Nah, I think they're the same.
So they called CPS on me.
Nah, it's the same. Anyways, yeah, dude. If y'all out here calling CPS for the dumbest reasons just because you don't like someone, please stop. Please stop. There's other kids that actually need these resources, and you're over here calling CPS for a daughter that has everything that's well taken care of. She has both parents in her life, grandparents, tias, tios, whatever you want to say. Exactly, Joe. There's people dying over here, Kim. All right? So please calm the fuck down. Anyways, that's crazy. Um, yeah, dude, and that's another reason why I personally, not just because there's weirdos out there, but like because there's weirdos out there. That's why I don't show my kids on the internet as much. You know, I might take a picture here and there, but that's about it, bro. That's about it. Especially if you're a content creator, I recommend you not to show your kids. That's just my opinion. I felt this way a while now. So, yeah, man. If anything, call CPS on Thea, Linwood, and Ash. Yes, yes. But I don't know. That could be another argument, debate. If people from the internet should be calling CPS on people online. I don't know. I know a lot of people don't like that, but sometimes it is necessary, such as a case as 8 passengers. That's another situation where I personally feel CPS should have been called, but what happened? I, Maybe they were called, and they did they do anything? No, they waited so long. They waited for one of her kids to be chained up and escape the house to go to a neighbor's house to call for help. But obviously, that's a whole different story. That's a whole nother level of abuse. But yeah, that CPS called on me when I was pregnant. Wow. Wow, did you know who called? Because, bro, imagine it was someone close to you. My God. You know what I would say? You know what I would say?
Damn it, Joe, please, please, let me hit him. Let me hit him, Joe, please.
I talk to Joe. I'll tell him, yo, Joe, let me hit him. Let me hit him. But yeah, man, it's a scary place out here, chat. Scary, scary place. But I do want to see what people are saying about this Wendy Ortiz situation.
If this not the peak of this generation raising kids, I mean bird brain. I mean TikTok brain. So I just seen that streamer girl Whitney Ortiz, whatever her name.
Oh, he's talking about Whitney Ortiz. I don't know who's Whitney Ortiz. I know Wendy. Never mind. He's good. He's talking about the clip farm, bro. This is bro. This is why she shouldn't clip farm like that, dude. Like, I'll criticize her for that, for clip farming some stupid shit. But Whitney, come on, Whitney.
At first, she thought it was a joke because, she was in front of her door and she saw a note saying, CPS tried to visit, please call this number. And, she just thought it was the internet trolling or whatever. So she did call the number. She was like, oh, yeah, this is CPS. We can take away your child. We need to do a checkup, a house check on your child because we got multiple reports of her being neglected. Like, just imagine how scary that shit is. So, they come over and Wendy was telling them, like, I'm on the internet and maybe that's why they called, but nothing is going on. But the CPS people were like, still, we have to.
Bro, people are making sense right here. Meanwhile, Krishan Rock homeless and CPS doing nothing. Shameful. Yup. Someone else up for real heavy on Krishan and Ash. Yeah, man. Yep.
Come and check. We have to see if Valentina has any bruises on her body. We have to check the house, make sure there's nothing that can harm her or whatever. And like, just imagine how traumatizing it must be for Valentina herself, just knowing that, it's random people coming in the house to check on her because ass motherfuckers on the internet want to troll and try to be funny. Like, wasting CPS's resources on a mother who actually takes care of her child instead of somebody like Krishan Rock or Ash Trevino. Go check up on them. Do a wellness check on them. I just feel like, CPS shouldn't take any anonymous calls seriously, especially on the internet. Because majority of the time, it's just bullshit. Like, just because y'all don't like Wendy, y'all trying to get her daughter taken away? Are y'all...
I mean, credit to CPS that I know we always say they know the shit, but in this case, like I said, maybe state to state is different, CPS. But in this case, they at least went to go check, because what if it was a situation like, I don't know, like Astrovino, or like Krishan Rock, So, I mean, shout out to CPS for going and at least investigating a little bit.
And just imagine, like, what if, like, the day before Valentina, like, you know, she was, like, riding her bike or, like, whatever the case is, and she actually did get injured. She got a bruise on her arm. And CPS comes the next day, and they're thinking, oh, it's neglect. Oh, it's somebody is hurting Valentina. In reality, she just fell. How would they prove that? And that just goes to show CPS does need to do a better job when it goes to actual people who are actually their children. Because Wendy is not one of them. And Wendy would not a bone on Valentina's body. And the fact that it's her fans, it's her minions, like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, actually. And if I was Wendy, I would has not put Valentina on the internet no more, since y'all like to have opinions so fucking much. Like, clearly,
I've been telling Wendy that, bro. I've been telling Wendy, like, yo, chill, stop showing your daughter, but she doesn't watch me, bro. She doesn't watch me, so she can't hear me yet. But Wendy, for real, dude, stop.
I see she's doing everything she can for her fucking child. Nobody fucking else. And the fact that y'all are calling CPS trying to get her daughter taken away, y'all know how scary and traumatizing that is. If I was Wendy, I probably would have started crying, because that's not even a joke around with. And the fact that y'all think that that's funny, y'all are literally unstable in the fucking head too. And at first she thought it was a joke because, you know,
Unstable ass people, dude. But yeah, man. Scary out here. Danny's lives save lives. Exactly, bro. No one listens.